Hello, my sexy muffins. Sorry we have to skip chapter 6 because it is the adult fun time, very intimate adult fun time scene chapter. Only the patrons get that, so I'm sorry that you will not be able to get that. But this is the safer work chapter. Basically, Abel and Jack in the last chapter of chapter 6 had adult fun time, and chapter 7 is the aftermath with Abel's side because Jack Bright decided to take a nap after he was fricked. Anyways, let's do this. Now, for those who do not know what's going on, this is a video of Yandere, Abel x Jack Bright of Alpha Beta Omega, and where in this, Jack Bright wasn't killed by Abel to become an SCP. He was an SCP by himself before he met Abel, and this is sort of its own universe where this could have happened. Now, in the multiverse, this could happen in the SCP universe and such. So, yeah, there's that. But this is just for fun and not to be taken seriously, all that good stuff. And that Abel is not Yandere in canon, and that Jack Bright is not out an Omega in canon. Okay, so Alpha Abel is just made a Jack Bright, and check out the other videos for the longer intro of what this chapter is about. I will have them linked at the end of this video if you want to see them. And also, all the artwork has been done by Gav and Wicked Brony, maybe, if I do the sketches that were from Wicked Brony. Anyways, all the artwork has been done by Gav. Thank you, Gav. You are fabulous, wonderful, beautiful, stunning, and I cannot wait to add more of your art. Anyways, let's do this. The darkness of the skies started to change, and more lighter colors reached the horizon. Soon enough, dawn will arrive. There, along with the sleepy SCP doctor who's oblivious about anything else, the immortal warrior rubs his face in shock, like he had woken up from a very strong spell, or rather, a powerful something hazard like the ones the Foundation have under containment. Is this for real? Abel asked himself in a low tone. Simply, he was so stunned. Tries to find more of a logical explanation using his sharp tactical intelligence to find an answer, but there was none. Nothing could explain, but it was his nature that took over instead. Abel clenches his teeth, trying to look anywhere but Bright at his side. Shame fulfilled his very soul. His heart beating hard against his chest. He acted in a way he never did before. For once, he hasn't killed. Usually, he doesn't if the combatant managed to better him in battle and stay alive longer to manage to kill the immortal warrior. But this, his alpha nature had overcome him for the first time and just claimed someone else. Abel opened his eyes in disbelief, unable to speak or do anything. He could act as he usually does, what he normally does, and pull one of the sitting weapons out of the pocket dimension and murder the man who had dared to touch him, to kiss, to caress, to see him with the needy awe in his eyes instead of fear and defiance. He clenched his fist, trying to find the will. But the only thing he managed to do was cursing in Sumerian. I don't know if that's the right word. Language of old, in low tone. He needs to get... One sec, I scrolled too far. He needs to get out of here and try to forget. He couldn't stay longer, worrying what could happen if he stays and feels the sleepy Omega next to him. Curse this man, curse the sweet scent. Abel needs to stay away and forget all of this. Carefully, even at his own surprise, Abel grabs his tunic and stands up to see the researcher on the ground, half covered in blankets. Once he's done dressing, he fell on his knees and pulls the blanket to cover the rest of the body. Good thing he's still sleeping. The warrior doesn't feel like he was going to look at his eyes again. Shame is simply too big to ignore. Once he made sure that the other was still under a very peaceful slumber, Abel reached to his ears. Goodbye, Dr. Jack Bright, he whispers. And without time to waste, Abel ran from the place at high speed. He needs to get back to his killing spree. Just find some worthy enemy to kill a lot of people and creatures in order to release all his emotions. Emotions he thought himself to be immune to. Just when the sun appeared in the horizon, Abel found a whole army already waiting for him in a nearby city. Of course, they knew about his breach. The breach he did, and they're ready to stop him. Abel smiled, already tasting the blood in his mouth, pulling out an obsidian sword from his pocket dimension. He's back again. Aeon charged against the army, but they were ready, as they knew how to take down a Keter anonymously. Heavy weaponry and explosive will do the trick to destroy his body in pieces and send him back to the sarcophagus. Now on to chapter 8, because we have enough time to do 2 chapters in this video. Dr. Bright. Dr. Bright, Jack usually wasn't a morning person, less so when he realized exactly where he was, and even less so when he realized that the person waking him up was not the handsome Alpha who he slept with the night before. No, it was some random MTF agent who didn't exactly look thrilled to wake up a researcher who was only decent because of the blanket covering. What? We're here to bring you back. Jack scowled. Give me 15 minutes, he said. Alone. The agent nodded and scurried off, giving the doctor some much-needed privacy as he got dressed. 20 minutes later, Dr. Bright and the MTF Bright 99. So they're sitting MTF Bright 99, okay. We're sitting in a helicopter, and Bright was still scowling, still upset. No, not just upset, furious. That Alpha hadn't at least left a note or thought to say goodbye. How dare he? How dare he leave him alone in the middle of nowhere after what had just happened? Though, thinking about it, Bright has experienced his fair share of one-night stands, slipping away afterwards and waking up to find that his partner wasn't exactly new. And he'd never been pissed or upset about that before. Not until now, anyway. So why was he so pissed about it? He tried to reason with himself. His other times have been in motels or someone's home, not exactly unsafe places to leave someone. The other times, they at least left a note. The other times, he had at least made sure the person was all right. But no, the real reason he was upset was because last night had been different. Last night was special, and he hoped Abel would have felt the same. Bright sighed. Shows what I get, Bright thought to himself, staring out the window. Not about to cry. Whatever, I don't need him. If he doesn't feel like I'm worth his time, then he's not worth mine. Bright was lying, of course, but at least it helped him feel better. And maybe we'll do a 3rd chapter in this video. Let's see if we have time. Let's see how long it is. Oh yeah, we can get this one done. Okay, let's do it. Dr. Bright smells bad, SCP-166, Mary commented as she wrinkled her nose. Really? Her mother, Alto Clef, asked as soon as her daughter came into his room. How bad? Smells bad, Mommy. Like blood, she said with fear in her eyes. I don't like it. Concerned about that maybe his brother is injured, Clef pat Mary's head and went to check on Bright. Since he arrived back at Site 19, Bright has acted oddly. At least what's what Clef heard from his... sorry, they said what? Instead of that's why it confused me. That's what Clef heard from his other colleagues. But he didn't have time to check on him since he was called by Dr. Maria Jones discussing the last breach that happened in Containment Area 25B. Of course, the troublesome mass murder maniac had breached again and killed a lot of people on his way. What was odd was the Foundation didn't find him as quickly as they usually did, because they lost track of him last night. They were very worried. Who knows if SCP-076-U had killed innocents or rampaged last night, even if the Foundation is sure that he didn't kill anyone during those hours. Maybe he was lost in the middle of the country, which is so unlike him. Good thing the squad developed the area to take him down. Was in the right place at the right time. It was impressive that a senior MTF commander was capable of stopping SCP-076-2 with just a shot to head, giving the others a chance to use all their weapons to pulverize the dangerous humanoid. However, Clef didn't like that Dr. Jones told him about the possibility of seeing potential in SCP-0762 to be used as a sort of weapon for the Foundation. Clef knew their enemies, especially the Chaos Insurgency, are more in pain of an ass than ever. But using 076 to their benefits? Jack, Clef asked as he knocks on the door of Bright's room. Are you there? I'm busy. It wasn't a convincing answer. After a quick whiff, Clef could say that Bright just took a shower, but he got something else. The blood scent his daughter warned about. Clef was alarmed. Jack, are you hurt? No, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm okay, Alto. Bright sounded like he was just trying to hide something. This gives Clef a clear image. If it was a wound, Bright could easily cleaned it in from his body during the shower. But if the scent lingers on his body even after the shower, and judging by the strength of it even from the other side of the order, by 343, Clef claimed, did you have sex with an alpha last night? Then he hears that something broke in the other room, as he could hear Bright's breath cooking. No, I mean, frick! Clef doesn't know if teasing Bright or demanding questions because of the alpha scent is terrible, or he worries what sort of alpha had claimed Bright. If it was by force or consensual, Clef thought about breaking down the door. Sorry, I'm giggling because the image is hilarious. I gotta find where I left off. I scrolled too far. Dr. Clef, the same alpha agent who stopped SCP-0762 with precise shots ran from the hallway. What is it? The High Commander has accepted the proposal of using 076-2 as a field agent. They just want authorized tests if they could cooperate with us. Oh, you have to be freaking kidding me. Clef couldn't believe that what he was hearing. Freaking hell. Are you serious? You know, like the rest of us know that frickin' Abel shouldn't be roaming free around, much less for us. Suddenly, the door of Bright's room burst open, dressed in a towel, looked at the two men with realization in his eyes. Abel? You said Abel? 076-2. I mean, SCP-076-2, Dr. Bright, the agent explained. Abel is his name, a very dangerous Keter anomaly, equally powerful as 682. Do you know him by chance? Bright's face pales and Clef was about to ask why. Give me the folder on SCP-076-2. Dr. Bright, now! Bright said and shut the door behind him, leaving both Clef and the agent with concern and confusion. Anyways, I will do an outro in a second, but this is the main video, and I hope that you all enjoyed. And yes, stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more, you know what to do. I do have a lot of SCP Abel Bright with female Jackie, female Abel, male Abel, female Jackie, all that good stuff. and just mail on mail and such. If you want to see that, there is a ton of videos in the SCP Yandere playlist I have of those, and I also will have some suggested at the end of the video. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. Remember, it is also spooky month, so that means it's spooky time, spooky time, which means I will be moving up spooky characters, horror movie characters, scary game characters, all that stuff, creepypastas, etc. up on the list, moving them up so they get done in spooky month first. But I will also be doing other videos as well. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and again, if you just like the video if you want to, no pressure though. And also, if you want to be notified of future videos, consider subscribing and maybe ringing the bell so you are notified and that you can join the premieres as well and see them when they come live. Yes. Sorry, a little burp. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are stunning, you are beautiful, you are perfect at art. The art was done by Gav, my first patron. Thank you for being my first patron, Gav. You are stunning, you are beautiful. Mwah, chef kiss. And thank you, Wicked Brony. You are also stunning, you are also beautiful, you are also chef kiss. Mwah. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye. Secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time. Okay, secret outro of the day. If you were in this situation and beneath the moonless sky, if you were in Jack's place, would you be angry at Abel? My answer is hell yes, I would be angry. I would have been pissed. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye.